So now I'm ready to start turning my shape. I've got my drawing here to refer to, and because I want a fairly accurate model, I'm going to measure it as I go along. I'll take the measurement of the widest point of it. Okay, I've just got that as I'm turning. I'll turn the whole cylinder into that point to start with, and then I'll start to form the curves of it. So having centered the piece of plaster, I'm now going to start turning the model. Again, all the initial cutting's done with a pointed tool. If you're measuring or, well, doing anything around the model, just make sure the tool rest is out of the way. Still just a little bit too big. So I'm just going to mark the beginning, the end, and the widest point on here. Now I need to start reducing the width at the end here, so I'm going to gradually form a sort of teardrop shape and then start to pull in the shoulder and the top of the piece. I'll need to move the tool rest around to follow the form as I do that. In order to make that easier, I'm going to change the tool rest. I'm going to use a shorter one. The gap is adjusted between cuts. Here I'm using the same turning techniques as can be seen in the Centering a Chuck video. Cutting a series of grooves. And then smoothing them off with the straight-ended tool. Now I've finished turning this end of the piece, I'm just going to lightly sand it with some wet and dry. Now I've got this end of the piece to its final state, I'm going to turn the curved bit at the base. I've left it till the end so that the piece is supported for as long as possible whilst it's being turned. So I'm coming up to the end of the piece now. I'm going to check that my measurement at the base is on target. It's near enough. A final sanding with wet and dry finishes the process.